Welcome to the DMF. I am your host, Justin Yance, and today is part 3 of my interview with Antonio Diaz and Tony McCullough. They created the 15 Short Film Festival, which is happening October 13th, 2023 at 7 p.m. at the Independent Picture House, which you can get your tickets at Eventbrite. I suggest you check it out and enjoy. Getting back to you guys as a band, talk a little bit about who you guys have played with.
Well, we have been blessed to play with people. It's kind of opened the door to some showcases. Unfortunately, things did not go the way we would have liked. It hadn't panned out. But Robert Glasper, we played with him at the Neighborhood Theater. From that show, we got a showcase for Blue Note Records in New York. So that was cool.
Soul Rebels out of New Orleans. We played with them.
Didn't you work with Cyndi Lauper? Is that true?
That's his personal.
That's just something on his
personal
side.
stuff.
Yeah.
That's his. Yeah.
This is your personal. Oh, okay. That's your personal side. Okay.
Yeah, because
that's another podcast.
Yeah. He's been
blessed. But yeah, we've been blessed. We've all been blessed to play with different artists.
Different artists. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was listening to you. You were talking about how you're going to have a song on Billions. Diminish.
Yeah.
And I was listening to it and I watched Billions and I was like, yeah, that song would have worked.
Right.
It would have been really worked.
That was, we had so much, we had deadlines, couldn't meet deadlines. We had people that weren't committed to taking advantage of these opportunities and things like that. I mean, it was just like, man, you don't, Hollywood doesn't wait on you because they can get music from anybody. So we did have that Showtime connection though. Are you watching Billions now? Are you caught up?
All right. We'll talk a little bit about Billions. Spoilers.
They got kind of one episode. This last episode was real.
Oh man, that was such a.
Was that not?
I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. We got the team together, again, Chuck is now, I mean, when he put that thing together, I was like, okay, so is he gonna like incriminate himself, go to jail? Like,
right.
Like what's he thinking? It's like, no, he's using that as a way to, and then you saw Prince brought him in there and he was like a mafia boss
in there.
I'm not
gonna fire you, but you all
he just shows he's like, we're gonna fire you later.
Yeah, but you're gonna stay on, you're gonna suffer. Yeah. But
is there only one episode left?
Yeah, because he's gonna go run into who.
Yeah, so I thought they went to 12. No, it's gonna be so next week is the last episode of Billions.
That's kind of weird number because that was 8 we just watched, right?
That was 9.
Okay, so then
this is 10.
Okay, yeah, but
I'm hoping that
he's getting ready to run in go see Axel now.
Well, yeah, I think at the end we're looking at Chuck and Axe, putting going down and putting the boots to Prince there,
Right. That show's dialogue is very witty. Like whoever writes that show does a great job. Sometimes it could get a little bit like the episode before that where they just kind of
where they were at a lodging place. That was
like a word salad kind of thing. Like, okay, that's kind of stupid. It's kind of something Elon Musk would do.
I was like, what is this? This is boring. Yeah, that was boring.
The last one with them getting
the one last night. Yeah, I was like on the edge of my seat. It's like, okay, this is what I want to see. The one before that, I was like, this is boring as hell. Nothing's happening.
They're bowing down to one man like Donald Trump. That's what they were doing.
Yeah, we had that. Yeah, that one guy is giving like a lodging speech or whatever.
He's like just a billionaire. Like, aren't they all billionaires? Why are they scared of him? That's the first thing I thought. I'm like,
just wear a sign. I worship
kiss the ring and all that stuff, man. I ain't kissing a ring, man. I'm a billionaire myself. Yeah, that was weird. Actually, the show that we were originally trying to get a song on was Ray Donovan.
That would have been good too.
And then because
it's instrumental. I mean,
yes, it's end the credits, no dialogue but music. A lot of movies, TV series are doing that now. Matter of fact, the one we just watched does that. The Continental.
Yeah, Continental.
I haven't seen that yet. Is it good?
It's excellent.
Oh, you got to watch it.
It's excellent, man.
So if you like John Wick, it's
like a prequel. It shows how they took over the hotel. And Mel Gibson is excellent, and I don't even like him.
I think as a band too, we have had some opportunities. We had one also
With Quincy Jones.
with Quincy Jones. We've had an opportunity.
Really?
Yeah, unfortunately, it didn't pan out. Apatow, we had a
Judd Apatow.
Judd Apatow wanted to do
Yeah.
our songs on what was the race?
Talladega Nights.
Talladega Nights. Unfortunately, that didn't.
Really?
So, yeah,
Talladega,
man, we've
wow.
had some things. And personally, on my side, I've been in a couple bands. I was in a band called Baleen, and we licensed some music. It was able to make one indie film, but besides that, I think the licensing thing was probably the best thing. They were able to take some stuff, and during this time, they used some of the music as some openers. They sliced it up and used some openers as VH1 when they were doing those behind the music things. So we got one of that. So you have opportunities, but you're still trying to get through that big door.
When you license your music to somebody like that, does that mean do they own that music now, or like you don't? They just licensing it for that episode or that show?
Yeah, just for the episode, and then they have to pay you, of course, when
They pay you
when
royalties
you-
on it.
Yeah,
when
when
it's
used.
when it was played.
Yeah, when it's
Yeah.
used, you have
But
to.
you get connections out of that. People
Yeah.
Shazam it and all that. And then you'll hear like record labels and stuff, they'll Shazam it too. And like, who is this group? Never heard of them.
So it's another way.
Licensing for bands is where it's at.
That and playing live, I mean, that's why, I mean, people complain about, the price of tickets at concerts, but it's like that's offsetting the CDs that we've lost by streaming of music. So that's where you got to make the money back. All right. So anyways, this is the part of the show where I kind of ask my inside the actor's studio type of questions. Do you have a beginning of the day routine?
As I've gotten older, I wake up very early. I wake up at 3, meditate. If I can work out, I meditate first. If I can work out, drink coffee and start the day. And that's me. That's it.
Yeah, for me, I have
exfoliate. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, for me, I wake up. I have an interesting.
Are you Patrick Bateman? Are you putting on a thing there, creams?
Mask on. Meditate with mask. I'm just kidding.
Sorry.
I just like when people in interviews they go, "Oh, I exfoliate," then I do yoga. He got a routine because he works out.
I do have a routine.
Let me hear it.
I've been getting up for years. I get up at 1:30 to 2 o'clock in the morning.
That's why you're so sleepy.
And basically what I do is I work out for 2 hours. And when I'm doing this, I'm listening to music and just trying to get my mind ready for what I have to do today. And I work at a hospital. That's my day job. So, it's one of those things where I do supply. Right now, I've gone to different departments, but it is a way just to get myself set, because in that environment, you don't know what you're walking into. I do in a way, and then I don't, because you have surprises and you're dealing somewhat with patients. So you have to have certain supplies and you have to have them ready for the cases, for their surgeries. And they run out of things. Like during the pandemic, we had situations where we would run out of certain things, and a lot of people don't know this. Even though it may be 2 different branches of hospitals, it may have different names. Everybody shares stuff, so you would have to ask if another branch has it, and if the whole country is out of it, then that's when you have to figure out what you're going to do. But it's very interesting. So basically, my morning routine is just to get my mind set and my body set for what is to come. But most of the time, all this stuff is done with music. So I wake up.
So you get up at 1 a.m.?
1:30, yes.
Okay.
1:30.
Yes.
So do you go to bed at like what, 6 o'clock? Or
No, a lot of times, unfortunately, I don't get to bed until 11 sometimes.
So you're only getting 2 hours of sleep?
Sometimes I get 4, sometimes it depends what's going on.
You're supposed to get 8 hours of sleep to be healthy.
How do you live?
That's what they say. No, you can.
I believe them.
Yeah, that's what they say. So
he don't sleep.
I do sleep.
He's a vampire.
But and sometimes we have band practices. The band practice may go late. Each of us, like we said, we have our main deal, and then we also have side projects. So I may have a practice that doesn't end till 11. So I have to go home and try to get ready to get sleep and then get up and do the
So
routine.
will you take like naps in between
Yeah,
or
like normally
yeah,
when I
okay.
get home from work, I'll sit for an hour at least and take a power nap if I need to, or just
Yeah.
sit and be still
Yeah.
for the next adventure that's gonna happen.
7 hours
Yeah.
of sleep. I get 7 hours.
Yeah.
I have to.
I mean, I guess that's something you can get used to if you train yourself to it. You can get used to, not having as much sleep, but I don't know. For me, I would be dead.
Yeah.
But do you have a
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
I'm,
nighttime
after
routine?
getting up for so many years at the same time, just the work
Yeah.
stuff, your body automatically has like a body clock. Mine does. So sometimes
Yeah.
I'll wake up before the alarm anyway. So I'm used to, and if you stay like on a weekend where I don't have to work, let's say I stay asleep, my body begins to ache. So I have to get up anyway because it's not,
I know you were just getting two
Yeah.
hours sleep. That's that. Ooh,
no, I
that's
usually get about four, I would say
okay.
4 or 5, but it just depends on
Wow.
I'm a flight attendant, so when I'm not doing all this other stuff, I'm a flight attendant. So people are like, how do you get all that stuff done and doing all these projects and stuff?
Yeah.
Well, I'm a flight attendant, so you can't sleep on the planes if you're a flight attendant, unless you're doing international. You get to rest, but like tomorrow, I've got to be at the airport at 6. I got to check in for my job at
Yeah.
6:32. But that's cool because I'll get up at 4, get ready, take a shower, get uniform, put the uniform on, and drive to the airport.
Yeah.
But it's
Interesting.
the only job that's enabled me to do all this stuff that I do on the side. Because people are saying, "How are you doing a film festival? You're in a band. You do this, you do that." Yeah, and then
How do you deal with jet lag? Do you just get used to
like he just said, I'm kind of used to it now because I just do. And matter of fact, I do red eyes. So tomorrow, what I'll do is tomorrow morning I work one leg in the morning to Las Vegas. Then we have 13 hours there. So they're 3 hours behind. We'll get there 11. It'll actually be 2 o'clock East Coast. And then we have to be downstairs at 10. So that's
Hmm.
basically you have 12 hours there. And if you don't
I'm
get
gonna
no rest, then you work the red eye at midnight back to Charlotte, and you're back at Charlotte at 6 o'clock in the morning. But I do that because I got all this going on. You're compressed. So everything like your hearing and all that is pushed down. And
really.
and you can't drink a lot of those little bottles on there either because the altitude makes those bottles can make you drunk. Just a few of those bottles. Be I'm gonna party, and see tomorrow I work
Really.
first class. All they're gonna do is drink mimosas and Bloody Marys, and then they realize they think they're gonna drink a lot. So I give them two of them little
Yeah.
bottles to Tito's. Give them two Tito's,
Yeah.
Bloody Marys, and then they're done.
yeah.
Do you well you already said this, but do you meditate? What do
Yeah.
you do meditating?
Oh, I just I have an app on the phone and
Hmm.
I just sit there and just let my blood pressure go down and just
Cool.
breathe in and breathe out and that's it. Maybe listen to some music that's calm and
Cool.
peaceful. That's it.
Cool.
What
How
do
about
you
you?
what do you do
For me,
in the morning?
I did bunch of stuff for meditation, and then I finally just was like, all right, I'm gonna go do the transcendental meditation, and they
Oh
give you a
wow.
mantra, and it's
Oh, you do the
really
mantra
easy.
stuff.
Oh, nice.
Oh
I
nice.
it's it, what I like in that is it just
Sorry.
takes care of like everything. You don't have to like there's no real wrong way to do it. You just
Yeah,
have the
it does. The
mantra.
mantra stuff includes everything, all right. Like you
Yeah.
okay, yeah. I've looked into that. And I think they actually have it on Apple Apple Sunday.
I would recommend, doing. I mean, it's ridiculous how much they charge for it, but but you only have to do it that time, and it really is probably the best meditation I've ever had. I've done so
Wow.
many different ones, and I hate saying that because I was just like, that's the one I like. I was in New York and they, gave us the whole spiel, and I was like, "Ah, I don't have the money at this time." And then finally, I was just like, I woke up in the middle of the night and I was reading something about. It. I was like, "All right, that's a sign. Go do it." And I went and did it, and I was like,
Do
I
you
should have
do
done it in New York.
right?
I tell
So
everyone that it's like it's worth it. It's
where are
so
you
good.
originally from?
I'm Charlotte, North Carolina,
Oh,
born
okay.
and raised. What are you reading right now?
As far as books, no, let me look at my phone because I read on the phone, but I need my glasses when I read my phone. I am reading. I'm just glad you asked that. I am reading Homegrown by Jeffrey Toobin, who used to work. Well, I think they got his job back at CNN. Jeffrey Toobin, the lawyer. You know what Homegrown's about?
No.
Homegrown is about, hold on, I forget the guy's name. See, I'm just getting old now. Um, well, yeah, because Timothy McVeigh in the Oklahoma bombing, but it's mainly about how
Oh,
he became
really?
radicalized. The Oklahoma City bombing. People forget about that, but she's connecting Timothy McVeigh bombing the Murrah federal building, Murrah federal building with the way extreme white extremism is going on in this country and how it's
Yeah.
developed beyond that.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm reading right now. I like nonfiction. I don't read a lot of fiction. I like history to know, the past.
Yeah.
Well, I read sheet music a lot, so that I guess is a book, like scale books and sheet music and
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
But I have just recently gotten a biographic book on Sonny Rollins. It's very thick. I haven't
That's
started
cool.
yet, so I just got that in. So that's going to be the next one I start reading. So,
What are you listening to right now?
oh wow, ooh, now that's a loaded question. That's a
He's
loaded
always
question.
listening.
Everything.
Always listen to something. Always. Let's see, jazz wise. I'm checking out the new Joshua Redman album. He was just here last weekend, actually, at the Jazz Initiative, which was cool. I didn't get a chance to see him at a gig, but I'm checking his record out. Um, yeah, that's a little bit of everything. What else am I listening
Me
to
too,
now?
because we're musicians, so
Yeah, I
but
mean,
we have our favorite genres. But
yeah, well, I'm checking out everything. Let me think.
you checking out my girl? She just released a new album. It's dope.
As far as rock stuff, the last Seven Dust record is very good. I don't know if you
Oh,
like
cool.
metal stuff or heavier music. That's
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
good.
I'm like you. I like everything. I
Yeah, that's
like
everything, man.
country, rock,
Mhm.
metal, death metal,
Uh-huh.
grunge, hip hop, hardcore rap,
Hmm. Yeah, it's
classical
great, man.
music.
Yeah, I'm listening to a girl one of my favorite female singers. I prefer female singers. She's German and Nigerian, sort of like Sade, and who's German and English, but I mean Nigerian and English. She's her name is Joy Denalani. She just released another album. It's so nice. It's just that girl. That's my girl. She's so talented, and she does the album in English and German. All her
Wow.
albums are in English and German. She got Ghostface Killer on one track, and that's like very nice track that he comes on there and does. He does like a old school style rap too. But her name is
Yeah.
Joy Denalani, Denlane. Love her, man.
What do
She's
you guys think about finally after what 20 years a break in the Tupac case?
I actually
Mm,
was at the spot.
mm,
When I told you that I go to Las Vegas for work, the
Yeah.
hotel that I'm staying is on the corner where he was killed. Like I
Yeah.
literally can walk over there to that corner where he was killed. And it's a tight little area, it's busy, but
Yeah.
that little to the right of them is a gas station. But there's three lanes, and there's a turning lane to the left, and there's a lane to the right. So they must have pulled up to the right where the gas side of the gas station is, because there's a median. It's like a 2 lane street, and Cobalt and what it Flamingo, Cobalt and Flamingo.
Wow.
That's the name of the streets. Maybe I got that wrong, Flamingo. But anyway, it's a tight spot, man. So whoever shot, they had to do that stuff quick. I mean, they
So you
must have
so
pulled.
do you think that I mean, do you believe the guy or do you think the guy is just looking
Oh
for
yeah, yeah, because he's been bragging about it for years, and he's been on those documentaries. He's been bragging. I think it was definitely because they beat the crap out of his nephew. Yeah, of course. I think
Ah,
he did it. Yeah. I think he was in the car, like he said he was. And he's for years said
yeah.
he was in the car. I don't know why they arrested him before. He's been saying it. He said he has a book out
Mm,
where he says it in the
real.
book. He wrote a book about his time with the gangs in LA.
Why do you think now it
I
like
don't know. Maybe
they're
they found some of this.
making the
Well, he's
arrest?
always been, like I said, he's been bragging about it, but they probably had no physical evidence that he was in the car. But they said they found stuff in his house. When I was reading the Las Vegas news, they found some
Yeah.
things in his house they haven't announced yet. But he's about 60 years old. And did you see the arrest? His arrest?
I didn't see I
Oh,
just
his
remember
arrest is go
seeing
on YouTube. They got his arrest is on there. He's walking through neighborhood, working out, drinking a bottle of water, and lives in a nice neighborhood in Las Vegas. Retired gangster. And they said, hey, could you come over for a moment? And he came over and he said, oh, this is about, he said the date of the shooting, I know what this is about. And he's in the back of the car, like, they got the wrong, all this and all that. Dude, he's been bragging about that for years, man. Older guy. He looks old.
pretends. So did he pretend like he didn't do it when they had?
Well, he more or less said, I know what it's about without incriminating himself. And he said something about, I didn't pull the trigger, but everybody knows he did not place the two guys in the back seat pulled the trigger. They're both dead. He is the only one in that car that's still alive. The other three are dead. They either got killed in gang shootings or they just got killed in prison. He's the only one that is still alive. And the other person's alive is Suge Knight, who's in prison himself. So he's the only one that got out scot-free. Go on there on YouTube and look at that arrest video. It's crazy. They see him on the street to the time he's in the car. He's in the back of the cruiser still talking.
What are you watching now?
TV shows or films?
Films, TV shows, anything. What are you guys watching?
Like I said, I'm watching. We kind of watch the same stuff, like Continental.
Continental's good. Catching up actually to there's another series that I thought was gone, but it's actually back. They have a third season. It's done now. It was produced by Bruce Lee's daughter.
The Warriors.
It's called Warrior, and so that was very good.
Oh yeah, I heard about.
It's great, man. It's excellent.
3 seasons, man. You need to check that out.
Yeah, it's excellent, man.
Yeah, we're into a lot. We watch a lot of. We're watching The Changeling on Apple TV.
Apple TV. That's very good.
A couple of British. There's a.
Did you ever watch? Have you ever seen Luther? Have you ever watched that?
With Idris Elba?
Well, with Idris. I haven't seen it, but I know about it. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah. There's a lady. She plays a character named Alice, and it's kind of his nemesis.
She's on Showtime too.
But yeah, she's been on a couple of things, but she has one now. It's on the BBC. It's called Woman in the Wall. It's very good.
Yeah, it's very good. Woman in the Wall is very
good.
Yeah, we're watching. We hadn't finished watching that yet. I think we're on mic though. Wow. Yeah, Woman in the Wall is excellent.
It's excellent.
Did you watch Succession?
I couldn't. It was a parody, kind of, right? I just.
Not really.
It's
kind of the closest thing to Billions.
Oh wow.
Okay, because I thought it was. I kept thinking that people said it was a parody, so I didn't want to like. But then it seemed serious too.
I mean, it's.
Is it not? Is it one of those that's not taking itself serious? Like Billions doesn't take itself serious sometimes, but not.
It's like a drama about this, this wealthy family, and they're deciding, the father kind of owns like a Fox News type of, company, and he kind of wants to take over, and it's all about, the transition of the two. It's really well written. If you like Billions, I think you'd like this show because it's got that same.
I think I tried one episode.
Tight writing.
Oh,
it's got that tight writing.
Another show you need to check out if you get a chance. Zoe Zildano, she has a show. It's called Lioness.
Lioness.
It's on
it's on Paramount.
It's on Paramount.
Yeah, great. That was great too, man.
Mm-hmm. There's so many shows now. It's amazing.
There's tons of them, man, and they're all like mini movies. But the way they have them, broken down, it's kind of cool. So yeah.
Are you guys sad Billions is ending? I mean, I kind of feel like they need to end it. It's like, where else can they go?
But see, I never really got into.
He didn't get into it.
I never really got into.
No. Me and my other roommate.
Scott. The movies or TV shows I like that they brought back and ended. I'm still reflecting on those. Like when they brought, I guess it's been 2 years now, I think. When they brought Dexter back and they finished it correctly because he was saying that, fans said it didn't end right, so he brought it back for one season. I was like, oh man, it's one of those things where you get hooked again and it opens up and then all of a sudden, it's gone again. So there's been a couple shows like
now,
same.
Is Dexter the Noose version of it? Is that canceled or are they?
Well, he just finished it. Basically, he wanted to come back and finish it because.
Okay, so he finishes it.
Yeah, he finished it off. So it's a thing where it could keep going, but he kind of shut the door on everything. Mm-hmm. So, and then his son older, so that's a whole other deal. Yeah. So he's dealing with his son.
Did you not watch Dexter?
Yeah.
I watched some of it. I kind of got lost on like the third season. I need to go back. It's another show. Did you watch Game of Thrones?
I did.
Yeah, that's Tony's deal. I was in and out with that one. I wish I could have been up on it, but
It's just
it's too much info. It's a lot of stuff going on. So when you're
A
trying
lot
to concentrate on that show, and then you're watching something like a Luther, or you're watching something, it's a lot. So I missed out
It's a
on
lot
that
of
one.
characters
Yeah.
in there, man. Different names.
Yeah, I missed
Robert
out.
Did you
Baratheon.
watch? What did you think of the last? Now they're doing prequel, but I mean the last season of it,
Oh,
of
I
Game of
enjoyed it.
Thrones.
And I
You
enjoyed
like the last
it.
season of it? Really?
I
Wow,
mean,
you
I had
really
the
put some
usual. You
like
talking
it.
about with the fight between the was the Winter King, and all that?
I mean, I'm talking about Daenerys turned into a bad guy and all that other stuff. I just felt,
Yeah, it kind of
and
felt like
that ending.
they were reaching, but the Dragon Queen is good, or the Queen of the Dragons, or whatever they call it,
The House of the Dragon. Yeah,
House of the Dragons.
I liked. Yeah, I did too.
And you
I
don't
thought
have
that
to
was a
watch.
nice.
You don't even have to watch the other ones to get
No,
that.
thank you so much. This has been
You're so
great.
welcome. On November the 18th, we're redoing our first album debut in its entirety at the Evening Views, November the 18th. Let us know if you want to come.
No, definitely. Anything else?
Yeah, just that we are very thankful of you for doing this for us.
Thank you.
And we
Yeah,
do
this is
look
great.
forward to everyone coming out. And when you come out with an open mind.
Yep.
And just be still and just be open
Yeah.
to what you're seeing. That's all. Just enjoy yourself.
And good luck to your career, your
Yes.
acting career.
Yes, definitely.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Okay, that about does it for part 3 of my interview with Antonio Diaz and Tony McCullough. I suggest you check out the 15 Short Film Festival happening October 13th, 2023 at the Independent Picture House, and you can get your tickets at Eventbrite. As always, you can find me at Justin Yachts. Please like, share, and subscribe, and consider checking out the YouTube channel. And I will see you next time on the DMF.